First of all, Ethiopia is of particular importance. Ethiopia, when I speak of Ethiopia, I also had Eritrea, even though they have been fighting back and forth since forever. But they're different people from the rest of Africa. And there are theories as to whether they migrated across the Red Sea from the region of Saudi Arabia or whatever. But physically, you can tell an Ethiopian when you see an Ethiopian. And they have their own language, a series of language, the most spoken language that is used, and we have books of it. We have a New Testament, is Amharic. And Ethiopia goes back a long time. You remember in the Old Testament, and at the height of Solomon's reign, the Queen of Ethiopia went to visit him. And she stayed a while, and then she came back to Ethiopia. And the connection is such that the emperor of Ethiopia was called the Lion of Judah, because it seems that when the Queen of Ethiopia returned to her country, she was not only carrying the gifts of Solomon, but also one of his children. And there is a big statue in Addis Ababa, which is the capital, to this lion with the crown. Because of this connection, there was a very close connection also in Christianity. In fact, you remember in the first part of the Acts of the Apostles, when the deacon Philip is called along the road to Jericho to talk to the treasurer of the Queen of Ethiopia, and he was reading the book of Isaiah, and then he asked, "Explain it to me." So there is this connection with Ethiopia and with Christianity, and that perhaps St. Mark went down that way. And there has developed a church, the Coptic Ethiopian church, which is the majority's church even nowadays. In the course of time, they developed two different things. One is a fine way of working silver. We have various little objects in here, especially crosses. If you want to give a nice gift to an Ethiopian, give them one of their Ethiopian crosses. And lots of them are silver crosses. The other one is that they invented this form of art. It's distinguishable from the others because it seems that they give great importance to the person's eyes. And here we have a series of Bible stories, and I can tell you one from the other, and it is, the description is in Amharic. And in many of them, you see both eyes of people, they're big eyes. And some of these people instead, you see them in profile, you only see one eye. I have been told, I wouldn't bet my bottom dollar on it, but this is what I've been told by some Ethiopians, that the number of eyes tells you whether a person is a good person or a bad person. So the people with two eyes are the good folks, people wearing the white hat, so to speak. And the people you see in profile are up to no good. And if we were to go down this series, we would find a number of places where there is someone where you only see one eye. You make your own conclusions after that. And that's about the story of, this is practically the forerunner of our visual aids, or of the paintings you see in the old churches. They were a way of catechizing people. And this is how they did it, on cloth.